Hi everyone, Shane from the Reptile Doctor, and we've got another little video of a procedure we're going to do today. This is Princess. She's a young central bearded dragon, and she's in pretty good condition. She's actually gravid at the moment. I can feel some eggs in there. And from this side she looks pretty good, but she came in last night, and we swing around to the other side here. We'll see the problem down here. She's got a pretty badly injured left front foot, and basically she got bashed up by her boyfriend. He's got a little bit amorous in the mating procedure, and looks like he's actually bitten down on her leg, and done a pretty good job, pretty much going right through the wrist joint there. The leg's quite swollen. It's caked in the red desert sand. Another reason I don't like the desert sand, it gets into the wounds quite a lot, and that foot's pretty much just hanging there dead. So we're going to go ahead and amputate that today, and hopefully get some good video of that. So we're going to go ahead and clean that up, anaesthetiser, and we'll come back. Okay, so we've got Princess anaesthetised now, and you can see she's got the tube in the throat, secured it, hooked up to the anaesthetic machine, and like we've shown in previous videos, the reptiles don't breathe when they're under anaesthesia, so she's hooked up to the ventilator. Each one of those little clicks is a breath, and if we look down on her chest cavity here, you'll actually see that moving very slightly with each little click. And we've also got her on the Doppler there, that machine there. You can hear in the background that sort of snows noise. That's her heart rate there. So we come back and have a look at this foot. And it's pretty mangled here. It's actually just hanging on by a bit of a thread, so we're going to take that off. You can see I've made a few marks on her leg. Basically what we're going to do is make a flap of tissue so that the skin comes over the end of the bone and the muscle. We don't want her walking directly on the actual healing wound. We want the stitches to be up and away from the actual edge. So we're going to create a flap of tissue in underneath here and flap that up and over so the stitches are up on the top of the leg there. So we'll record that and hopefully it should go well. Okay, so we've got her anaesthetised here, and we're going to make our first incision. So my fingers are probably going to get in the way of the video, but it's only a little secret. So we're going to be cutting on that purple line across the top here. And the hardest bit is getting through their skin to begin with. So make a sort of incision around the top half here. See the muscle poking through. And along underneath here. And make a bit of a flap. And so the theory is this flap will come up over the end of the muscle in the bone so that it covers that end. And that we don't have her walking on the stitches there. So that's our flap created. Let's get rid of some of this blood. Now what we need to do is just move that muscle aside and get down to the bone. Now of course there'll be some blood vessels and things in amongst all this, so we'll need to tie those off or clamp those off as we find those. Thankfully these little guys, the blood vessels are only small and you can really control the bleeding quite easily with just a bit of pressure. So go around the leg like that, and here's your bone just in here. So just moving the bone away from the muscle, and the bone in a little dragon like this is only quite small. So we'll hopefully be able to cut it with a pair of scissors. There it goes there. And just need to get rid of the muscle off this underlying skin down the bottom here to allow us to do our flap. So we sort of just move that aside. There's our flap of skin. Let's get rid of this muscle here. And there's the leg off. So it comes off pretty easy. You can see the bone at the end of that. And come back here and we'll just put a little bit of pressure on the end of this stump. As you can see, there's pretty minimal bleeding in these guys. There's our flap of skin that we're going to put over the end of that. Which looks pretty good. So we're just going to remove some of this muscle in here in the stump. So that we can get a good closure with the skin over the end. And just shorten this little bit of bone as well. Let's remove some of that muscle. Right, that's pretty good. And we'll stitch that up. And she's already had some pain relief. She had some pain relief when she came in last night, and she'll stay on some pain relief for the rest of the week. So, just going to put a stitch in. Flap here, secure that in place, and these stitches will stay in for about 6 weeks. So, pretty quick, easy sort of surgery, just fiddly when you're dealing with these little guys. So it's got a little bit of ooze from those muscles there, but once I put the skin over the end of those, the skin will provide enough pressure to stop any bleeding that's underneath there. She won't need any bandage or anything like that on it. Should be up and going pretty quickly. They do very well. Missing the occasional leg or two. I've even seen one that's only had 3 legs, so and they do fine. Nearly finished, just probably got one, maybe two more stitches down the bottom there. I generally don't bandage these guys. I get owners to make sure they're not on the red desert sand, just so that sand doesn't get into the wound. She's actually going to stay with us for a couple of days anyway while her owners sort out a new tank to separate them. So we'll just have her on newspaper for the next few days. As I said, don't want the sand getting up into that wound. Alright, that's come together pretty well. So you can see there, nice little stump. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches in there. They'll stay in for 6 weeks, we'll get those out and she'll recover quite well.